Yeah, okay, I think we'll start about right here. And most of those poles that I'm going to be canting is about 3 inches. They're about 6 inches at the most. So I'm going to set that divider at 3 inches, and we'll run us a circle around through there. About right there's where we had that mark at, you remember? This right here, this right here is for reference only. It kind of looks halfway professional, don't it? I mean, if you've got one of them CAD programs, you can do it on your computer there. I'm just saying, that's the size of the log right there. Some of them's a little bit bigger than that. I think that the bigger ones will be okay. That's mighty small. You know, thinking. But what's happened is we saved that center right there. So I'm gonna jerk that leg out there about a 1/2 inch. Whatever that amount is, let's run that around and see what it looks like. Yeah, okay, that's a little more the size them saplings are. Let's imagine that this right here, this ruler, let's imagine that this is the leg, the pry bar, the pole, and it will stick down past the center line. That may be of some, well, you know, just for sake of clarity, I'm going to leave it off, but maybe at some time during this demonstration it may come into play that I would need to run a square around there and get us a square corner. Sometime that may come into play. If it does, we'll address that at that time. And I think it would probably be a benefit now to know how far this pry bar comes down. But because the principle of the thing is a pivot here, the arm comes around and spikes into this timber here and turns it around. But see, I'm thinking that you have to come past the center line. You know, you have to spike it down here somewhere in order to roll it up yonder. You know, to turn it over. So with that in mind, I am going to throw a square on there. Let's get one. Right here, this is one of them Stanley number 10s when it comes to squares. But I think kind of down in this area right here, I'm going to make that line right in there. You may not be able to see it on account of a shadow on that square, on the thickness of it, but just take my word for it that we own square right there. Okay, and to, well, I need both. I'm gonna show you something. Watch this. Okay, I come over and then I come way down yonder. Okay, I've got a longer leg on that side, and I'd like to have a longer leg down here, so I'm just gonna take that thing down. I mean, this ain't magic, you know, or nothing like that. You just line them up in by eyesight right there. You know what I mean? If you was on a computer, I mean, you'd be drawing dots and dashes and coordinates and all that right there. You know, we got it done. But just ignore this line up in here, because that was another project up there, overrun on it. And well, I'm not going to scrub that out or nothing. But I'm going to come back to this And I'm just going to imagine. See, I shouldn't do that. So I'm going to go precision on us here. I'm actually going to see how big that circle is. It's 7 inches and 1/8. Let's see. Line it up on that little dot in the center right there and run it over yonder. It's 7 1/8 inches. So that means the center on that right there, let's make that easy. We don't have to do no figure. Is, well, it's 3 1/2 inches by all practical purposes. So that would give us a 7-inch log. Okay, I should write that on here. That's LOG. This is the log right here. Just imagine this right here. This is our log. And that would be a growth ring around through there. And so, let's measure that again. It's 7 1/8. So let's just call it 7 inches. You know what I mean? Okay, we got us a 7-inch on there. I'm not going to bother with the species or nothing like that, but in the meantime, what I was coming to is the center line on this. So if I come up here 3 1/2 inches and a little bit, you know what I mean? If you put that on 3 1/2, I'm going to show you something. You may already know it. If you do, just ignore it. No, don't do that. I'm going to show you something. That's 3 1/2 and kind of right on it. I mean, basically, this is precision, you know. As far as getting the measuring instrument out. And all I'm going to do is, well, you want me to confirm that. I probably should line this leg up right there and see what it is. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna call it perfect, you know, because this line right here lines up on a shadow on that line underneath it, and so does it across right there. So I'm gonna say that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run us a line on that there, maybe to confirm that center line right there. I mean, it's right here just for the ones it needs to know, you know. I'm just saying there'll be questions about it, you know. So they've been answered now. That's that line right there on the center line up from this one right here and right here. And the reason for that is I would like the point of entry for this cant to be past this center line right here. I'm kind of thinking there's some concern. Well, I probably should do that. Let's just draw us a little. Well, how big would that pry bar arm be? Boy, you know, I hadn't thought ahead on that right there, and I think it's going to be 1 inch. Let's on the outside right here. Put your mark right here, up and down right here. I'm hoping you are getting the gist of this. Is what I'm saying. And I'm just going to use that inside line right there as a reference to get that more, well, not more or less, exactly right on it. Don't be fidgeting with no more or less. And each time you can make that leg a little bit longer than the other leg. But that's okay right there. Now, you know, there's probably another measurement that I should make. being that I got all this stuff laid out here, it's a little more complicated than I was going to for. So I don't think, but you know, to make the measurements come out exactly right, I'm just going to go ahead and pencil this line on across. Like this, so we know that's the end of it. You know what I mean. We had some overrun there on the marks, but that's okay. So that was 7. So actually, let's put some mark at 8, and okay, right there, that's 8 inches right there. So a light pencil, just very light, on 8 inches. Okay, so, and the reason for that was to come up here with this right here, 8 inches up there, and line it up with this line, with this other, let's say the back side of the handle. And that way we know to come across. So I'm going to say to give us some clearance on some other kind of log, maintaining leverage. The leverage here is what we're trying to achieve. So I think the bottom of that should be, I'm just going to go with the light pencil. It should be up there. Let's say that's the bottom. So moving this on up, that's a big one right there. I'm not sure if I needed that bigger one or not. But if not, I can modify it. Well, to maintain some degree of, see, that's just kind of almost like that same measurement right there. So, you know, I guess to get some, okay, well. You know, I didn't want to have all that many measurements involved in this, but the way it's come about, it's okay. To get a more pleasing, a workable cant, I'm going to go about right here. Let's see. Yeah, that would be, okay, that's about right. We can get us a nice pattern off of this later on. So, okay, that's the bottom of it. So let's just go ahead and carry that same theme. Now I think it'll end up a little bit. This is a little bit bigger than what I had imagined it to be honest with you. And this will be whatever degree of angle that is. I'll have to figure that out later. But that, let's see, this will come around past dead center, and you know, that come right on around like that. Yeah, it's mighty long right there, but I think that's the way they work. So we're going to address this log about right in here. So we'll have to have a spike, you know, some degree of angle. I'm going to imagine that's. Let's see. In order to pull that log, it has to go at it this way. So, well, let's just come all the way down here, come around about right in there with that, and then this thing down here, you know, to maintain the old school look. Let's bring it right on out here like this, follow this right on around, kind of give it like a bird beak look. So that right there, that's what we're gonna make right here. Let's see. No. I think the way I'm going to address that to get this hooked on that handle right there. Now it's just thinking out loud right here. A little inset right here. I think. Okay, let's say that I used a square something, plow handle kind of, you know, something like that, and a wheelbar handle. Square hickory. Okay, in order to maintain the strength of said hickory pole, I think I would need a thing to go around this right here, and if I'm not mistaken, they make one in the electrical department, which may not be strong enough for my needs. I may have to make my own. But it's a metal bracket, and it comes like this right here, around a square conduit hanger tube thing, and it comes up like this right here, and it's got a bolt in it right here. And then there's a threaded rod runs up yonder in the ceiling somewhere or another to hang this up with. Okay, I could come up with a rig like that right there to go on this handle, and up here on the front part right here, for this to fit in, I would have to. Well, it would look like this right here. Let's say that I made that thing out of 1/4 inch metal. It would look like this right here, and that would go up yonder and go up yonder like that right there. Okay, the other piece would have a gap in it right there that come over when it went back, and like this right here. This is looking at it down from the top. Okay, and there'd be a bolt in there right there. I'm thinking probably, at least a 3/8. You know, something large, if not a 1/2 inch. And that right there, that size of bolt right here, let's say right there, let's go ahead and mark this out. These will be there. This will be our measurements that we're going to work with. So just take note, pencil it in on your drawing there. But anyways, we'll lay this out with you know, a little more. Right here, this angle will be more in tune with the radius on our log circle, 7 inches. So, and I'd come on around corresponding, and then there'll be a little sharp, acute, whatever they call that right there. Oh, that's. I'll tell you what, this is a little better than what I expected me to do. And then this back part right here can be straight. You know, just kind of make it easy on yourself. And come on right around to the point of. Well, this would be in correspondence. Boy, I wish I had a good eraser. Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah, there's a good one right there. I thought I had a good eraser over there. Might as well go ahead and clean this up as we go. Because I think it's a little more better than that, even. Okay. Now, okay, right here, if y'all follow along with the blueprint, then actually this right here can be pretty much straight, I think. So but the part up here on this end, I'm going to figure a little extra. I have plenty of metal right here in this area, I would think. So what I'm going to do is somewhere right in here. I'm going to cut. I'm going to do it like that, like right in here. Now I'll show you. I'll erase this away so it won't confuse you none. That's the point for this whole demonstration here. Is so we'll be on the same page. You know what I mean? And I'll lay something round right here to get this. To get that roundness right there perfect, you know, from where our bolt is at. Yeah, that's kind of pretty too. And it'll make it a lot stronger. And then we'll centerline that up on our handle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's buildable right there. I'll clean up them lines right over there a little bit, you know. I mean, we get this on public showing right here. You know, that's about as good as I can do right there. Now let's get that cutting torch lit up and cut two of them out.